stop leg cramps instantly. I have a lot of patients, they end up getting woken up in the middle of the night with these horrible calf cramps, just jars them out of a sleep. I'm Dr. Brenda Malka, your chiropractor and acupuncturist practicing in Los Angeles, California. And so in this video, I'm going to show you not just how to get rid of cramps in the calves that are probably the most common cramps, but cramps all throughout your body with this really simple trick where you actually just tighten the opposite muscle, forcing the muscle that's cramping to release. Let me show you. So if your calf here is cramping, you are usually taught when you were younger to stretch a cramp out. Nothing could be further from the truth. You actually want to do the opposite. So if the calf is cramping, it's going to pull your toes down like this, right? It's cramping, it's tightening. Put your hand right here on the top of the foot and push against your hand in this direction. Now you're not going to change the range of motion because again, we don't want to stretch this cramping muscle. Put the hand here and then push right up against the hand. So if you're in bed, you can simply, and this is the leg that's cramping, just point the toe like this, put the other foot on top, and then just push up in this direction against your foot. And that'll tighten this muscle and it'll force this muscle to release. Same thing, let's say you have a cramp in your tricep back here. Let's see if this is cramping really bad. So what you want to do is, again, you don't want to stretch the cramp. You want to go ahead and let the muscle shorten. Put your hand here on top and flex like this with your bicep, like this. By tightening this muscle has to relax. So I'm going to pause here to just explain how this works scientifically. So if I'm lifting an object like this, would you agree this muscle is contracting, right? Now, if I'm going to bring down the object, this muscle contracts. So you can understand if I'm lifting an object like this and I'm contracting this muscle has to relax. If this muscle doesn't relax, you're not going to be able to flex the arm. So this is a reflex. Just like if you tap your knee and your leg goes up, this is also a reflex. As soon as I tighten this muscle, this opposite muscle will relax. So another common cramp or spasm we get is low back. Again, you're driving down the road, you can't really stretch your low back out, can't really get a massage. So a simple trick, again, the opposite muscle for the low back does extension, the abdominals do flexion. So just simply tighten your abdominal muscles, bringing your belly button into the spine, and just hold it there for 10-20 seconds. Relax, and then do it again, tightening the abdominals into the spine. Just tighten that stomach muscle, and after a while, you'll feel this low back fade. So let's go on to another one. How about hamstrings? That's a real common one in my practice. That's these muscles right here. The job of the hamstring is to do this. The job of this muscle is to do this. So again, the hamstring is cramping. The temptation and what your mama told you was to stretch out that hamstring. Again, you don't want to do that. You want to go ahead and allow the hamstring to shorten, let it cramp. Put the hand here and push like you're kicking. What we're doing is we're tightening this muscle. Remember, when you tighten this one muscle, the opposite muscle has to relax. Again, pretty common, not as common as the hamstring, the low back, or the calf, but cramping in this muscle right here. I already told you what this muscle does, right? It does a kicking motion. So if you want to release a cramp on this, allow it to stay the way it is. Again, we're not stretching a cramp muscle. And what you want to do is keep it straight, put this foot here, and you're going to do a kicking motion like this against the foot. Again, you're not changing the range of motion. You're just tightening this muscle right here, forcing this muscle to relax. Another somewhat common one is cramping of the foot. So people will come in and their feet will cramp as if their toes are curling. Let the toes curl, right? Remember, we're not stretching the cramp. We're going to just let that cramp up and curl. You're going to put your hand on top of the foot and just open up your toes like this. But again, we're not actually moving it. We're just tightening these upper foot muscles. Again, in the reverse, let's say the cramping is up here on the top of the foot. Go ahead and let it cramp up. Again, you're not stretching it. Let it cramp up. Put your hand here and push against your fingers in this direction. without changing the range of motion. Another cramping area is the hands. They can get crampy. You're typing a lot and these areas just start cramping up with the hand. Again, if you feel like it's cramping right in here, this is where you feel it. Again, you're going to do the opposite motion. You're not stretching it. You're going to go ahead and allow that to flex, allow it to cramp up. Put your hand here and then push your fingers against the hand, tightening this part of the hand, forcing this part of the hand to relax. I hope I covered most of the common muscles that cramp. If not, put a comment below. If you have any other muscles in your body that tend to cramp, I can go ahead and address it to you in the comment section. And make sure to subscribe and smash that like button.